Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I just need to get this video rolling. I am having one of those filming days where I just like,
oh, the lighting's not right. I need to set this up. I need to do that.
I just need to let it go. It's funny because what I want to do when I get stressed out is like play with stuff like this. So I already pre-stressed myself for this relaxing get ready with me video. Hopefully you're already relaxed, but whether you are or aren't, get ready to get ready with me. Grab a beverage, grab a snack, and let's just do this thing. So I'm gonna put my chai down, I'm gonna clip my hair back. So I have a couple things to update you guys on. One is this background. This actually, I don't know if you can tell, but these things right here are cinder blocks. They actually have just like wooden slats that you could get at Menards separating them, but I really like the look of it. And so I was like excited to get random pieces of wood and cinder blocks into my home to be able to set this up. As you can see, I haven't actually brought a lot of books out of storage yet. So like I have some of my like trinkets from Mexico up, and Seth has a couple of his things here too. So I'm just like so excited that I have this, especially for my 10th video. Guys, this is my 10th video, which like to you probably doesn't seem that impressive, but to me, like I never thought that I would get past, well, that I would even start my own channel, let alone get past 1 or 2 videos. So this is really exciting. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is if you watched my last project pan video, and you probably saw in the description or in the title that I'm using like project pan items today in this get ready with me, I pulled out a couple items and it was really just like a relaxed project pan. It wasn't super planned out. I literally just went through my makeup collection that day and said, that's probably gonna expire soon, that's gonna expire soon. Now I have something a little more organized. This is what I do in my free time during quarantine. So as you can see, I put like little pineapples on the sides of this. I freehand drew them. So all of my project pan makeup items are going to be stored in this thing. So I'm gonna try to just like keep it to this much, you know, like I'm not going to try to go over the amount that would fit in here, but I'm going to show you guys really fast what is in here, just because for future reference when I do like project pan updates, I want to be able to like talk about the same products so you guys remember the products I was using, that kind of thing. Starting out, we have this Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. We're going to use this today. We also have the Vapour Organic Beauty Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation, which we're going to use today. Then I have 2 Alima Pure products. One is the Mauna Loa Loose Mineral Bronzer from them, and then I have the Lumina Highlighter from them, also loose mineral. Then I have the Mineral Fusion Pressed Foundation in the color Neutral 2. You probably recognize this from my last project pan video because this is what I used as a base. And then I have the RMS Luminizer X Quad. I can get it open. This is what it looks like, and I just want to go through this. Then I have the Living Libations Maiden Fern Blushing Balm is what it's called, but it's like both a lip to cheek thing. Then I have the Ilia Liquid Light Highlighter in the shade Nova, the Burts Bees Concealer in the shade Fair, and then I have the Lily Lolo Contour Palette, the Honest Beauty Mascara, which is really, really honest last legs. And then finally we have lips, and I have 5, technically 7 lip products altogether. One, and probably the one I'm least excited about, is the Mineral Fusion Lip Crayon in Flicker. Then I have one of the Pixie by Petra liquid matte lipsticks. Then I have a Bare Minerals liquid lip, a lip caramel from 100% Pure, and then I have this trio. It looks like a quattro, but one of them is empty. And this is all Bite Beauty lipsticks, so I have them in the shade Rhubarb, Chai, and Thistle. I'll just show you Chai, which I might use today. I'm going to try to use one of these today. But they look all melted because they are. I ordered these when I was in Boston, and they all came to me super melted. It was in the middle of the summer. It was really hot. And so I like stuck them in the freezer at the place I was renting, and then ended up just kind of chopping them up and putting them in here. I probably could have melted it down. This is like a little travel thing that I had with me anyway, since I was only there for a couple months. This was the first time that I ever ordered Bite Beauty lipsticks, so I've never actually been able to use them like out of a bullet. But yeah, so these are some that I also want to use up. Whew, I need some chai. All right, so let's get started with the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. I don't like all of Physicians Formula's products, but this one I do like. By the way, if you guys are like on the fence about Physicians Formula right now, or you have a strong opinion about their cruelty-free rating or standing, I've been up to date on that stuff, and actually I've taken so much time to think about what I would consider them as. So if you want a full video about that, I do have one coming. I'm really at a point where I'm not going to buy their products anymore, but, and I would go into this in the video a lot more, I don't feel like it makes sense to just stop using the products that I have here altogether. I just think that makes waste, and I want to be able to enjoy the products I do have. Just because I enjoy them doesn't mean I'm going to buy from them in the future. So next is the Burt's Bees Concealer. I'm going to put this on underneath my foundation today. I know that this is a super fair shade. I really wanted to try this concealer, and it was at CVS, but they didn't have the light shade. They only had fair. And so I was like, oh, I can get away with it. It's just going to be really brightening, which it is. But I am still kind of glad that I tried it because I do like it. I actually think it's really impressive. And I will say it once and say it again. Every single time I use a Burt's Bees product, I'm just going to say out loud, I dislike their foundation. Don't buy it. It's horrible. It's not good. All right, I'm going to take this face brush from Real Techniques and blend this out. We're going to go in with the Vapour foundation. As you can see, it is very runny, and a lot of people don't like it because it is definitely oil-based, and the oils in it are good for your skin, so like it's not necessarily gonna break you out, I don't think. And maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've actually heard a lot of stories of people breaking out because of this foundation. They just don't like the feel of it. I use very little, like you saw. I'm gonna use one pump today, and I'm pretty sure that's all I'm gonna need. In my opinion, it does dry down over some time, and it's still gonna feel moisturizing and hydrating on your skin, but if you set it in the areas that you just want to make sure there's not oil or breaking up or anything like that, I think it does pretty well throughout the day. Obviously, everyone's skin is different, so if you hate this foundation, totally acceptable. I get it. It's not the first time I've heard that. So I am going to set just a little bit like I was just talking about, and I haven't actually put this Honest Beauty setting powder in the Project Pan group yet, but it probably will land in there sometime soon. This is my oldest setting powder that I have right now, and so I want to make sure that I use it up. Also, it's my favorite setting powder I've ever tried, especially in clean beauty. Next, I'm going to go in with this Alima Pure Mauna Loa bronzer, and I just got a little bit in the cap here, and I'm going to swirl, make sure it's evenly distributed on the brush, tap off excess, and I'm just going to go around the perimeters of my face. This is one of those bronzers that it is hard to apply too much of, in my opinion. I think it looks really beautiful and natural. It gives a sun-kissed glow. It's awesome. It is matte, if you were wondering. Well, oh yeah, it's definitely matte. That's what I thought. I just haven't used it in a while. This was one of the first clean beauty products I got, though. The first clean beauty bronzer I invested in. And I am just, there's a special place in my heart for Alima Pure because I did not think that I could like loose mineral products like this, but I'm in love with them. Also, I just have to show you guys this. Do you see how much product is sitting down here in the sifter? It is so much. For some reason, when I, oh gosh, got this product, for some reason around the time that I got these products, I like didn't understand how to work a sifter. I mean, I understood that it was there, but for some reason I didn't use it. I really can't tell you why. I've closed the sifters on them now. New product isn't coming out of them, but I'm still going through that giant amount of products that came out originally. Go down the nose a little bit. This is a really nice highlight. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of ethereal. Like, it's not blinding, but it's just light catching. It's really interesting. You guys can tell for yourselves. Beautiful. Just a gorgeous glow. All right, guys, it is time for blush, and I'm about to use this Living Libations Maiden Fern Blushing Balm. Again, this has cinnamon, peppermint, cayenne, turmeric. It has a lot of calming stuff too, but those are the like heat-inducing ingredients. And so the idea of this is that it actually makes you blush, and it also like plumps the lips a little bit when you use it on the lips. So as you probably saw, I don't have any eyeshadow palettes or really brow products in my Project Pan stash right now. So I am between two different palettes that I pulled today. Both are kind of neutrals, but I have the e.l.f. Warm Nudes palette. This is the most gorgeous formula. And then the Well People looks like this. So It's really nice neutrals. It's definitely an everyday palette. What is this called? The Nudist taupe-based nudes from Well People. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people are going to roast me in the comments for saying this, but I actually think the Ilia and this are really comparable in formulation. Obviously, the Well People is a lot cheaper, and this is a lot dustier to me. Alright, it doesn't matter that much. I'm going to go into the Well People today. If you want to see the Ilia, I could even do like a full Ilia. I don't have a full face of Ilia, but I have a lot of Ilia products. Alright, so I'm going to start by going into the white shade over here. I think it's called Bone. And I'm just going to put this all over the eye. And then I'm going to go into this neutral, like middle of the road brown shade called Saddle. And I'm going to go into the crease with this just a little bit. And then finally, I'm going to go into this brown shade right here, the deepest color in the palette, called Chili Chocolate. And I'm just going to put this on my outer corners. Alright guys, and that's the eye look. I'm going to add mascara and stuff. I will say though, one thing I noticed just now about that palette is that each color almost kicks up differently. They're all kind of dusty, powdery, very, very soft, but the Chili Chocolate shade was like kicking up a lot more than the other two shades I used. Alright guys, so I am going to put on this Burts Bees just black eyeliner pencil. I'm also going to do my Honest Beauty mascara, and I'm going to fill in my brows also really fast, and then I'll come back once the eyes are all done and we'll move on to lips. Finally, we are on to lips. I am going to use one of these Bite Beauty lipsticks today. So I kind of just want to show you what each of these colors is so you know. So this is Rhubarb. This came in a mini, so I have less of this one, but it's this really pinky tone. Then I have Chai, which is like a little less pink, a little more brown, but there's definitely some pink in there. Did I buy this because it was named Chai and I'm obsessed with Chai? Yes, but I do really like that color. And then Thistle, which is a really, really pale nude. It almost pulls purple. It definitely pulls purple. I don't know if you can really tell. It's like grayy. And yes, I want to experiment with Thistle. It was one of those colors that I bought on a whim, and I was like, I'll totally use that. I'll branch out, and I'm just scared of it. So I think I'm between Rhubarb and Chai. I think I'm going to go with Chai. So I have this lip brush that I'm going to use, and oh gosh, can I do it here? I can. Okay, I'm going to get really close to the viewfinder here and try to be super exact with this. A lot of the time, since these are in like little pots that I've created for them, then I will like use my finger. I don't use a brush and get super precise with them very often. So I'm going to use a lip brush and go in with Chai and fast forward you through this, but let you see how it applies. Alright guys, so it's not perfect, but I don't think it needs to be. It has a very buttery feel to it, and not in the way of like the Physicians Formula butter, like Muru butter sticks, like nothing that glossy or truly like it's not a melted butter is what I'm trying to say. It's like the butter that you've had in the fridge if you put that on your lips. Does that make sense? I don't know, but that's the best way I can describe it. Alright guys, so if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That's it for this one. If you like any of these products or have feelings about them, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And also, what are your Project Pan items right now? I am so curious. I am like on the Project Pan train right now. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next video.